from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, happy as well, big-time game.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now the Bills getting ready for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 21 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The offense trots. Here in this one, we'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's good.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 72 yards. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been again, this offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Now, their passing game has certainly been buoyed by some unbelievable catches.
I love would be the word, wouldn't it? Because right now, I think his confidence level is so high. I just throw it out there. They will go get it. And we're seeing some fantastic catches and some great plays.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Mayfield with it once more. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And again, it's Allen. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good. Makes the score Browns 10.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Going deep for Diggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
4-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
All right, just call your call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Brings up third and 14.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and...
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
His throw caught at about the 5 for another. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
And again, it's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He can run, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here.
Starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running from the gun, Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Number 27.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as time expires in the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. 34-28, the final score. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. 31-13 was the final. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. In the game you're watching, it's been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Allen looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. play action. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The throw over the middle taken in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tackle made at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills going to take over again on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Allen's pass incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. That's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And out across midfield down to the 45. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 4.
And again, it's Chubb. Breaks through the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know that.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here with Hunt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far,
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They'll take over. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Left side caught by Diggs.
Allen's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Now Allen again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Myers' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Man, they got to let us play.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Johnson, the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Good. Makes the score Browns 35.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes.
Backs that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Mayfield now. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 20-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodward. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the Bills' 35-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.